Today we're here at Sandy Creek Park, waiting on my buddy Chris Ponce. He's gonna show us his 1436 Jon boat that he decked out on a budget. We're gonna go under the deck, but first, let me introduce myself. My name is Brett Cummings. I've spent my life learning how to be a better angler and all about the boats that you catch the fish out of. That is way over 10.
I'm pretty sure that's the biggest fish.
Good Lord,
I don't even want to put it on the deck. Look at that.
Subscribe to the channel and learn more about boats and bass fishing. All right, Chris, what did this boat look like when you, how did you come about this boat? What did it look like when you got a hold of it?
It was just a plain green Jon boat that had been sitting for 15 years. Nothing ever been done to it. And I bought it from my mother-in-law, and I run it like it was for 6 years. And then last June, I decided I wanted to deck it out.
So tell me about the paint. How'd you go about painting this boat?
Basically, all I done was scuffed the green up, took all the decals off of it, Rust-Oleum paint. I used a roll-on with the khaki, and then the rest of it was a red leg stencil and I sprayed everything else on top of it.
Well, that paint looks really good. Matches well with your HydroTurf. But tell me about what you got going on with the bottom.
I put what they call super slick. It's what they put on the bottom of airboats where they glide across the grass and everything. I done this 'cause it works as a sealant for your rivets up under there. I like to fish a lot of flooded trees and stuff like that. And wherever you get into them trees, you don't know where they're gonna be logs at or not sometimes, because they be underwater logs. So I wanted something that was gonna protect the bottom of it, and that's what I come up with. I looked at Gator Glide, and Gator Glide you have to put on, it wears out, you might have to redo it. No, this don't. This is on there for good.
You just roll that on, or how's it apply?
I rolled it on with a roller, a 2-inch roller. It's a fiber roller, not one of them cheap ones that you get or anything like that, but you go to Harbor Freight and you can get them. And you have to sand the bottom down completely to the metal. The only way I could get it off was using a 4.5-inch hand grinder with a rope wheel.
We'll start at the front of this thing and go to the back, and we can cover what all you did with it. So I see you built a trolling motor bracket here. What all did that entail?
Basically, I just trying to get the trolling motor up to the top up here, and I was trying to figure out a way. I looked at using 2x4s and stuff like that, and I didn't think that was looked too good. So I come up with getting my aluminum angle and just mounting it right here on the front up here, and just bending it and mounting it onto the deck of the boat, and then just wrapping it in aluminum.
Looks good, painted to match. Holds the trolling motor nice and sturdy.
This is a 55-pound thrust Minn Kota power drive.
Got it. And your balance stopper here, how'd you make that?
I just wanted a place to keep it where it didn't bounce around going down the road and all. And I went to Lowe's and looking for something to look at, and I found this galvanized piece of threaded flat, and I come up with this. This is a yard water system piece of a connector that you can cut to height. And then I found this T that I cut the tops off of where the trolling motor set down there, that's screwed down on top of that, and it's got it braced up.
So that's just a PVC T that you cut the top out of so your trolling motor could rest in there. Piece of sprinkler tubing, is that what you said this is? And a fitting to bolt down to the deck. How to keep that sucker from bouncing. Of course, you got your bow light mounted in the front. It's
Yep.
got to be legal. Got a couple of rod holders mounted up on the deck. Pedestal seat, all camoed out. Got a recess foot tray. Got a little foam in the bottom, kind of raise that pedal up a little bit. Where'd you get your foot tray?
It's off Amazon.
Amazon. Looks like a plastic foot tray. Definitely budget friendly. Got a little cup holder here for your fish attractant. Put a little drink. Hold your scissors and any pliers and stuff you may need. Also Amazon find.
Yep.
Got the EVA foam.
Cobblestone.
Cobblestone color. Is this actual HydroTurf or?
It is actual HydroTurf, but it did come off of Amazon.
Okay. Got one hatch built here. What you got up under the hatch?
Got a battery and a charger.
So the battery runs your trolling motor and your charger to charge the battery. He also did something cool with the battery chargers. All of his cords run back. They all connect in. And then he's got one single plug spot here that he just plugs his drop cord in and starts charging all of his batteries.
Yeah. And I put this plastic lid on here for my live well. It's storage right now, but I cleared out. But I put an aerator in it. This is a factory live well. Got the drain plug there. And I just put the lid over it and boxed around it. And I wanted storage for my rods. I got my rods out of the storage, or in the storage. Use little Lowe's door hinges and put my rods down in there like that. Drilled holes in my metal seat to where I can, and put PVC pipe down in there to where my rods would stay in. And I put little firewall bucket or rubber pieces in this side to where I could put my butts of the poles in there.
That is definitely cool. What do we have on the other side? I see your switch panel.
Yeah. It's all where all the wires run into my fuse panel and switch panel.
Got all the LED lights run. Looks really good at night, I bet.
And I did run them through the bench right there.
Got a spot for his navigation light and his back pedestal seat, and that way he can put it up when he wants to, and then not, it's stored away, easy access.
And I got my storage right here.
Got a storage here for tackle. LED light so we can see to get his tackle out at night.
My batteries and my bilge pump.
Back hatch has both of his batteries. This is a 24-volt trolling motor?
No, it's a 12.
12, so do you have these wired in?
This one
parallel?
goes to my lights,
Okay,
and this one goes to this trolling motor.
gotcha.
Because I didn't want to wire everything together. Just a simple reason is the interference of the trolling motor into the lights
Right.
and depth finder and everything.
That's right. That'll definitely clean up your display on your electronics. Got your trolling motor on the back, and this is something I found really cool. What is that, and where did you come about that?
Well, it's kind of a deal. Whenever I got on the lake with the trolling motor, although if it was windy or any kind of current, the boat would just go around in circles. And I tried to figure out a way to keep it steady in the water where if the wind was blowing and all. And I come up with this thing at Walmart. It's called a bullnose rudder. It fits anywhere from a 24 to a 55-pound trolling motor. And it's simple. You just got 4 bolts that you bolt in there and put it on there. And it really works.
That is super cool. Something I've never seen before, but a great idea. Guys can tell you, fishing electric only, the back end of the boat blows around a lot, and that will definitely help settle the back end of the boat down. Now I see a custom transducer mount there. How did you come about that idea?
That was just something I come up with because I didn't want to drill no holes in the boat when I first got it and all. And I had an old trolling motor that didn't work. And I said, well, that would hold my transducer down in the water and not go nowhere. And it was adjustable and all, but whenever I done the boat, I decided to cut the excess off and make it stable right there. But even though I can still pull it up and down and all, but it's still there, and I hadn't had a lick of trouble with it.
That is a great idea. I like it. Got his exterior lights so we can draw those bait fish, get some of those crappies at night. Outflow for your bilge pump.
Yep. I did not want to drill no holes in the boat or anything, so I just come up with that.
Well, looks good. Got his rear navigation light. Completely redid his trailer.
And I do have storage right here. That's a little catch-all. But I got my other
2-bank charger in there. A little more storage for tackle. Now what is this over here?
That's my fish net.
That is the fishing net. Now I've got to see that. That is super compact and easy to carry in a boat.
These come from Tractor Supply.
All right.
They're rhino locks.
That is cool.
But it's just...
That is awesome. How long does it get?
Like that.
Oh, plenty long enough to get down there to them. There you go. That's cool. Let's see, we covered the cup holders, the tool holders. Got a second tool holder here for a couple of drinks, air horn, stringer. Got some ways to keep some bugs off of you. Got a little spiket dipping dial with some scent in it, a buff.
And that's my crappie rods.
Got to get after those sockolays. Looks good, man. Well, Chris, I definitely appreciate your time and you showing us your boat. Hopefully, I'll see you someday on the water out there.
Yes, sir.